Ask Tom on Home Show.
Larry from Oakland Park, Florida, has some dust distress.
Yeah, he says his central AC is causing him a lot of dust, Tom. Larry writes to us, he says, I dust the ceiling fan blades twice a week. The walls, verticals, mirrors once a month. Items on my dresser have to be thoroughly washed, cleaned to remove all the layers of dust. And at every vent, there's dust on the walls and the air vents. The unit is about 5 years old, and it cools and heats fine. So help me out. I'm running out of dust cloths. I mean, doesn't sound like he's replaced ducts or anything here. What could be suddenly causing a dust problem, Tom?
Well, if you have a dust problem in your home and it's caused by the air conditioner, I don't know if it is. So in this case, if there's no ducts being replaced, there's no major work being done, this has been going on since the beginning, a static air pressure test done on the unit would be a good idea to do to see what kind of pressurization you're getting in the house, whether it's negative, positive, and that kind of thing. And the other thing is I just want to throw this out because there's no indication of any work being done on the unit. If you're having a black sooty dust, and I just want to throw this because other people, I don't want them to mix it up, other people listening might have this, and you burn candles, it's from the candles you're burning because you have animal fats and stuff in a lot of them. So for you candle burners out there, I'm just going to throw that to the side. Watch out for that because it leaves soot, especially around those registers and stuff. It's weird how it picks at certain places to adhere to, especially little items and metal items. But if it's just dust from the house and it's due with your air conditioner, research and see if you can put in a fresh air return. Here's what happens is every house has infiltration. Every house in the ductwork has some kind of leakage. So when a duct starts to leak 10%, 20%, 30%, the house is sucking that air in trying to replace that because it's being blown out, and so it has to balance itself. And that's where we get infiltration. That's why you see all these TV shows about caulking around electric plates and baseboards and windows and this and that. To try to avoid the infiltration of air wanting to come into the house. We all know that. But it's going to find it somewhere. And some of the notorious places you can't get to would be places like a fireplace opening, and not necessarily you have one in Florida, you might. You have areas around the registers. If you see them up there, those are the grills. You'll have areas like your vent hood over your stove. Your dryer vent is notorious for sucking in a lot of dirt and debris. If you put a fresh air return on the system, if you need to replace 10% or 20%, it's going to naturally do it. But this way you control it with a little filter on the end of the duct, which will be taking air from the outside. And it's going through the air conditioner or heating system, depending what time of year, and conditioning it. So by the time it comes into the house, it's cleaned, it's replacing that other air that needs to be replaced, and it's cooled or heated so it doesn't really drag on your energy bill. That works really well. And I've noticed for a lot of homes that are really built tight, that helps out a lot. But there's a lot of different things. And if it's not your air conditioner, if it's carpeting that hasn't been thoroughly steam cleaned in 20 years, or if you haven't painted your texture on your ceiling in your home and it's 25 years old without a paint job, it can start to flake if you find the little white dust from the joint compound. So you can have other areas, but if it's the air conditioner, a fresh air return helps a lot.
Is it possible that maybe critters in the attic or something have gotten in there and there could be some damage that he doesn't know about with his ducts that's picking up some dust in there, Tom?
Actually, that's a great point because I sometimes assume everybody has their yearly checkups. And if you don't, part of that is they do a visual look-see to make sure the ducts, at least where they can see them, aren't ballooning up or you have a hole in it. So definitely if you have a breach that's that big, and yes, animals, yes, can get in it. And with my 2 decades of living in Florida, we got some big ones. You get some raccoons, and we got rats the size of horses down in Miami. I remember that one. So they can get in, and you can even find an iguana up there if you're not, if you're lucky, I guess. They eat mosquitoes. Either way, they can do some real damage, yes.
But no gators. You'll find a gator in the attic. Leave that for animal control.
I don't think.
All right. You got a question, and if it's not a gator, go ahead and click on Ask Tom. We'll help you out. We can't help you with gators, though. But you can either send us a video, you can write us a question, fill out the form, send us a picture. It helps us understand and do a better job, and we want to do a better job because your question can answer the same problem for a lot of other people, and we want to do that, and that's why we post a new one of these every day on our YouTube channel, the Home Show Radio YouTube channel. You'll find a lot of these there. Maybe you're watching this one there. If you are, give it a thumbs up. It helps make our stuff easier to find for everybody. You'll find them on our Facebook page, and of course, don't want to leave it out, HomeShowRadio.com.